him out the box, Glaze. Knock him out the box, knock him out the box, Glaze. Knock him out the box, knock him out the box, Glaze. Knock him out the box, knock him out the box, Glaze. Knock him out the box. Who you know more realer, stories with more thriller. Spit real facts, who you know more chiller. Knock him out the box, Glaze. Knock him out the box, knock him out the box, Glaze. Knock him out the box. Once upon a time not long ago in the streets of Brooklyn, Glaze had him shookin'. If he liked what you had, got took it. Give me gangsta moves, ran with some gangsta dudes. You know I'm Brooklyn dude, straight take you fool. Me get that real 50 Cent, fat cat and pep. Had blocks on lock, BGG the movement. Here to make improvements. Knock him out the box, Glaze. Knock him out the box, knock him out the box, Glaze. Knock him out the box. You know more villas.
At times I ask myself, what make me any different than anybody else? Look at me, I'm free, I'm standing on the beach. I look at all the opportunity that I could have lost my freedom. I could have lost my life. I could have been murdered, executed on the street, like no problem, die of a violent death. But look at me, it's only because of the grace of God that I'm standing on the beach, on the sand, reliving, reenactment of my life story. You know why? Because God is good. God is good all the time. And he gave me, a sinner, a lost soul, a second opportunity. He gave me more than a second opportunity. And that's why when I got this opportunity, I refused to let it be in vain. That's why I'm taking my time, sharing my story, getting y'all guys to understand. Stop picking up that brick and throwing at that prison wall for absolutely nothing. Your freedom is valuable. Your freedom is priceless. Take it for somebody that knows. Don't go out there and do it yourself. It's not worth it. Stop playing Grand Theft Auto with your life. It's not worth it. Wouldn't you like to be on the beach, opposed to being on a run, Labor Day weekend like I was? Look at this. This is beautiful. This is life. This is what life is all about. And guess what? Only person can control that is you. Your action, your choices, your decision making. Every Labor Day, I catch a flashback of being on a run from the United States government. And as I was on a run back in Labor Day 1988, I was trying to catch up. I went down to Virginia Beach when they was having Greekfest, when all the black colleges from all over were taking a break, and they was meeting all over from the south and northeast border, and they all met up in Virginia Beach. And during that period of time, like I say, I was on a run trying to catch up to the guys like I gave package to on consignment, trying to get what was owed to me. And as I was down there, having a good time, being on a run with my little teeny afro and my glasses, trying to be an incognito. It was next to the last day, I ran into a group of individuals, and these individuals from Brooklyn, and they was just as dangerous as I am. The guy, Webb, and his right-hand man, the late Demisio, these guys were the same guy that were responsible for killing the original 50 Cent. So even though when I was down there and they approached me, I'm basically by myself, and they was like 30 deep. And when Webb approached me, and keep in mind, one of the biggest players at the time, keep in mind, when he approached me, I didn't think nothing of it. We started talking. We started talking about different events that's been happening with my organization and his organization or whatever. So basically, what he was telling me about was like certain things that happened. And I'm telling myself, look, man, I'm not even thinking about that. I'm gonna run for the US government, and I got too much of other stuff on my plate to be focused on something that minor or whatever. And I think I took him off track, and I didn't even know that or whatever. So based upon my answer, he was kind of like, okay, cool. So what he did was he summoned his right-hand man from downstairs. And when he summoned his right-hand man came up there. And when his right-hand man came up on the balcony, we started talking. And basically right now he says, such and such, this is Glaze, this is such and such. I said, what's up, ma'am? So basically he came out and was telling me the same thing that Webb was telling me earlier. And I said, look, man, like I told Webb ahead of time, I don't care. I'm not thinking about that or whatever. I got too much of other things in my mind. I'm gonna run fighting for my life from the US government. I'm not trying to go to jail for the rest of my life. So all that other stuff, I don't really care about the time or whatever. So he was kind of baffled and puzzled because I gave him an answer they didn't expect to give them or whatever. So even during that period, what happened, like mind you, as we're on the balcony, you can see his group. It was Demisio and probably like 16 other guys that was out there. And right now is, okay, I didn't really pay no mind. But as I'm talking to Webb and his right-hand man, and I see Domencio staring at me, I'm like, something is wrong with that picture. So what I did was, after I finished talking to these guys, I left and came up the balcony and went in front of Domencio and the rest of the guys, the group. And when I went up to him, I said, yo, man, what's your problem? He said, you my problem. I said, what you mean I'm your problem? I said, man, every time I look around when we was kids, when we was on Rikers Island, you had a problem. Who got people off you? Who got the wolves off you on Rikers Island that was trying to rob you, that was trying to take advantage of you? I was the one. He said, yeah, you was. You saved me a lot. So anyway, it was kind of like, strange. I said, but when I came home from doing 3.5 years, you constantly kept my name in your mouth over some nonsense that didn't have nothing to do with you or whatever. So anyway, my man Webb like, oh man, come on man, y'all squash that. So what I did was, I said, okay, cool. I extended my hand to him. As I extended my hand to him, this brother like, I'm not shaking your hand. You know what I'm saying? Everybody shake your hand, wind up dead. So Webb and his right-hand man, everybody looking at him, oh man, even if you feel that way, that's not something that you say. Long story short, we squashed it, we left it alone. I didn't know it at the time that when these guys, I find out about it probably 3 years later when I'm out there and I'm into my bid. My man LD, the late LD, and he was out hanging out one night with Lou Hobbs, Demisio, Kendu, all these cats. So after partying, they was out eating breakfast, and all of them was talking about a topic, and that topic happened to be Glaze. And they started talking about the different events or run-in or misunderstanding that they had with me. So here it is, Demisio was like, yo man, Lou, you remember when you was scared of Glaze? Kendu, you remember when you was scared of Glaze? So he told a story about the Virginia Beach. He said, here it is, all week. What they did, they planned to go down to Virginia Beach, during Labor Day weekend in hopes of running into the one they call Glaze Gibbs. He said next to the last day, he said they 20 deep. He said they was in the car, and all of them was saying, here it is, once we get down to Virginia Beach, if we run into Glaze, we gonna gun him down like they did Sonny Corleone in the movie The Godfather. So he say the next to the last day, he said they deep, they strapped, they caught me, I'm by myself. He said when they approached me or whatever, he said they got me. And when they had me, he was kind of pissed because it didn't go the way that he expected to go. So even with that being said, because only thing that saved my life that day from these guys didn't kill me because I was being real. I was being me. And that's the only thing that saved my life. God spared my life for a reason. And I'm here telling y'all, guess what? Do not be like me. Do not go down that wrong road. Learn from the best. Learn. If I can change, anybody can change. Because change comes from within. Signing off, Glaze Gibbs.